The biggest challenge I see is the time to first outcomes, because automation is all about delivering business outcomes. And the reason why we see that problem is the DIY approach, where much of these automation frameworks that our customers are building in-house, while they're elegant and holistic, it actually takes a lot of time to get them off the ground, because it's like bringing all the different components from multiple vendors, applying a layer of own automation on top. This takes years to get off the ground. It requires a lot of skilled staff that many of the operators are running into a shortage of. This actually costs a lot more because there are many overheads to manage. And above all, it's about the ROI of your investment. So when you see the first outcomes, it allows you to invest further into the next use case. However, this DIY approach doesn't lend itself to seeing those first outcomes quickly enough. We believe there's a need for a much more pragmatic approach. At Juniper, we think there is a better way. We think that the future of WAN automation is cloud delivered. And that not only makes business sense, but technical sense as well. From a business perspective, it's actually 40% cheaper than any kind of DIY approach. And in terms of time to first outcomes, it cuts the time by half. Even better, once you have got the system rolling, you're able to introduce innovation 70% faster than any kind of DIY. So the whole idea is to start small, but go fast. Go use case by use case, deliver one, show the ROI, move on to the next. Above all, with SaaS, we can put an easy button to it. There is no overheads. It's much easier to operate by your workforce, particularly in context of the skilled workforce shortage that many of our customers are facing today. So it makes a lot of sense to start with SaaS-delivered automation for WAN networks. From a technical perspective, when we think of AI ops, and that's very critical as we proceed into networks that are becoming far more complex, multi-technology, multi-domain. AI ops, we have also learned, that cloud is the way to do AI ops, because not only you need data sets at massive scale, and of course these are anonymized data sets, but in order to build much better models and train them around problems, you actually need to have that variety of data sources. So this is also about collective innovation at speed, because now you have discovered one problem in North America, say around optical cable failures, and you can build a model in 2 weeks around that. And now it's available out of the box to another customer in Asia Pacific. He doesn't even have to, he can spot that issue before it happens and before it impacts experience. So putting it all together, I believe that starting small, start with one use case, do a SaaS approach for it, but then go fast from there. It's really exciting to see that automation is not an afterthought. We're actually seeing from our customers that automation is part of these RFPs as and when they're building new networks. So that's really encouraging. In terms of the problems it solves and the different use cases, I broadly see them in two categories. The first one is all around operational efficiencies, things that the customers have to do every day, which is where automation can help make it faster, simpler, more error-free. And here the use cases include things like, software upgrades, activation of devices, services, links, things like network maintenance, audit, compliance, inventory management, and so on. The second category of use cases is all about improving network and service performance. You need complex automation systems to deliver it. And examples include things like service assurance, things like network resiliency build-outs, things like autonomous capacity optimization, things like traffic engineering, closed-loop automation, network analytics, root cause analytics, going to predictive analytics, and mother of all use cases, which is network slicing. So it's actually absolutely fantastic to see that automation is now top of the agenda of all our operators.